SLAT 2023 cutoff should go very high. And why? Because this is for the first time that CLAT and ALAT results were out even before SLAT application process began. So there would be more number of candidates applying for it, and students have all the time to focus on just 2 law entrance examinations, of course, other than the board examinations for those people who are not repeaters. Alright, so there are only 2 law entrance tests primarily that are left now: Maharashtra CET in April and SLAT. Especially in the month of April, people would have all the time to focus completely on SLAT. Alright, something that has never happened earlier. Okay, when I appeared for this test last year, that is in 2022, this is how I did. And mind you, I'm not someone who gets time to prepare for current affairs. Okay, alright, and this is how I did in 2020. Alright, unfortunately, I was not able to appear for this test in 2021. But I appeared for this test even in 2019, that is in pre-COVID period, when this test used to be of 2 hours and of 150 marks. Alright, this is just for your confidence that I appear for all these tests year after year. Alright, there is one myth about the general knowledge section of SLAT, and that myth is that only current affairs is asked in this section. And you know why some people have created this impression? Their sample space is too small. They have seen only one SLAT paper, that is SLAT 2022, where all 12 questions of general knowledge were of current affairs. Okay, but mind you, in 2019 as well as 2020, almost half the general knowledge section was on static general knowledge. Okay, in 2021, almost 40% questions were from static GK. I'm not trying to say that this is impossible, that all 12 questions of general knowledge section of SLAT 2023 would not be from current affairs. But there is always this possibility. Alright, so those people who say that it has to be of current affairs, 100% current affairs, they have seen only one SLAT paper. Alright, that is all that I have to say. So please be careful. Alright. Okay, SLAT previous year papers are in the description of this video. Alright, so please do them. Okay, see it yourself. Current affairs of only 4 or 5 months is important, is the second myth. Okay, in SLAT 2022, the average of 12 current affairs questions was more than 9 months before the examination. We have given that particular paper as one of the links in the description of this video. So please do see that yourself again. Alright, so please cover current affairs of the last 9 months. Alright, and cover them well. This is the second myth related to your general knowledge section. And again, I'm not trying to say that this is impossible, that all 12 questions would be on current affairs. Quite possible that this year also all 12 questions are of current affairs. Now, certain static general knowledge questions of SLAT 2019. Who was the first Indian to get an Oscar award? Anyone? Anyone here? Well, it was Bhanu Athaiya ji. She passed away recently, right? Where is this Trishna Wildlife Sanctuary situated? Trishna, TRI, is in Tripura. Okay? Alright, now SLAT 2020, Lakshadweep, a union territory of India, falls under the jurisdiction of which High Court? The answer is Kerala. Okay? Identify the first metal to be used in India. Copper. These are all static general knowledge questions, aren't they? This is SLAT 2020. Alright, let's come to SLAT 2021. The capital of this country is Suva. A variant of Hindi is the official language of this island country. Name the country. Well, the answer is Fiji. And the official language that they have referred to is Fijian Hindi. Okay? Alright, who authored the book Waiting for a Visa? Please make a guess. Taslima Nasreen, Dalai Lama, Subhash Chandra Bose, or B.R. Ambedkar? And the answer is B.R. Ambedkar. These are all static general knowledge questions which have appeared in different editions of SLAT. Just for your information. Okay, one more thing. When you appear for the test, or even when you practice mocks, you need to complete this section in 2 to 3 minutes. That is it. And that is how you need to practice it. The Constitution of India is important. Please keep that in mind. I'm sure you already know this. And for your static general knowledge, we want you to do these 8 NCERT books. Total number of pages 1338. Okay, are you ready to take up this challenge? This will take the level of your static general knowledge somewhere else. Okay, this is the final solution. All right, just 8 books, just 1338 pages. Are you ready to do it? PDF of these 8 books are in the description of this video. All right. Okay, we have also shared these in the description. GK section of SLAT 2022, GK section of SLAT 2021 Shift 1, Shift 2 as well, GK sections of SLAT 2020 of 2 shifts, static GK questions of SLAT 2019 as well. Okay, please go through all these questions. All right, what about the logical reasoning section? If you look at SLAT 2022, this is how the distribution of the questions was. Series 4 questions, coding, decoding 3, odd 1 out 2, and like this. Take a screenshot. SLAT 2021 Shift 1, this is how it was. Analogy 4 questions. Mind you, in 2022, not a single question of analogy, but 2021 Shift 1, 4 questions on analogy. So analogy is certainly very important for you. Okay, so don't be myopic. Don't make any opinion about SLAT on the basis of just 2022. Okay. Similarly, SLAT 2021 Shift 2, this is how the structure of this section was. Okay. We have also shared these in the description of this video. LR section of SLAT 2021 Shift 1, 2021 Shift 2 as well, 2020 Shift 1 as well. 3 very important sectional tests other than the original SLAT questions, but very well prepared, keeping the type of questions that appear on SLAT. Please do all these 6 tests to understand this section well, and in order to avoid any myopia created by many YouTubers. All right. Now, in logical reasoning, please do not get stuck with number series questions. They're very addictive, aren't they? You must do this section in 15 minutes or less. All right. Okay, try one question from SLAT 2022. If car is coded as 13 and bus is coded as 15, what is the code for Jeep? Please put the answer in the comment section of this video. Try this as well. Please complete this series 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, 13, 17, 31, 37, 71. Next term, why 19 is not there? Why 43 is not there? That everyone can observe that all the numbers are prime here. Okay, but there are certain prime numbers that are not there. Please put the answer in the comment section of this video. All right. Okay, now analytical reasoning section. There are many areas from which questions are asked in logical reasoning as well as analytical reasoning on SLAT. So there is no very clear distinction. Even SLAT people would not know what to put in analytical reasoning and what to put in logical reasoning. There's a huge overlap. And we have put many actual SLAT papers for you here in the description of this video for you to realize this. Okay. This section at times looks like a quantitative aptitude section. That is how it was in 2022. But again, do not be myopic. Okay. In 2022, this is how this section was. But what about 2021? Just 2 questions from quantitative aptitude in shift 1. In shift 2, again, just 2 questions from quantitative aptitude. Alright, so here also the entire section can be of quantitative aptitude, but that is not necessarily true. Alright, we have put these many tests, actual tests of SLAT in the description of this video. AR section of SLAT 2021, shift 1, shift 2, 2020, shift 1, memory based analytical reasoning of SLAT 2020 as well. 4 tests. Okay, you must complete this section in less than 15 minutes, even in your practice. All right. Okay, another challenge for you. SLAT 2022 question. How many numbers from 50 to 99 do not use any of the digits 3 and 9? You have a total of 45 seconds to do this. and please put the answer in the comment of this video. All right. Okay, now reading comprehension. For the last 2 years, it has been 3 passages affair. 3 passages of 4 questions each. A good number of questions have been based on vocab. So you need to be very good at vocab, please. All right, now this is how SLAT 2022 section of reading comprehension was. They had taken one particular article from Outlook and 2 articles from EPW, Economic and Political Weekly. And all these 3 passages were law-based. All right. But that is not how it was in 2021 or even in 2020. Okay. In 2022, as I told you, that many questions were on vocab. So as many as 7 out of 12 questions were on vocab. You could do these questions even without going through the passages. All right. Fact-based questions 5 and vocabulary-based questions 7. No questions on inferences. All right. In SLAT 2021, this is how it was. Again, vocab-based questions 4, fact-based 8. In another shift also, vocabulary-based 4, fact-based 8. All right, we have also shared these in the description. Sectional test of 2021, actually part of the actual test. Okay, SLAT 2021 shift 2 as well, 2020 shift 1. Some memory-based English questions of SLAT 2020, not from shift 1. Okay, you must complete this section in 12 minutes or less. All right. Okay, what about legal reasoning? They at times put legal reasoning questions without giving any principle. So no legal principle, just fact, and they expect you to get the correct answer. All right, hence you need to be ready for this, but they're very predictable. All right. They just imitate some previous CLAT or ALET legal reasoning questions. So please do all CLAT legal reasoning questions from all these years, 2019, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13 and 12. Okay, so you basically need to cover legal reasoning of CLAT from 2012 to 2019, not after 2019, not before 2012. Okay, those people who ask you to do from 2008 to 2019, they actually haven't seen all the papers. All right. Okay. So I've already asked you to do the ALET legal reasoning as well, CLAT from 2012 to 2019 and ALET from 2008 to 2021, and do them well. You may get some questions, static legal knowledge as well. Yes, you read it right. Okay, need to know the basics of law of contract, torts, criminal law. Of course, we've also shared these in the description. Legal section, that is legal reasoning section of SLAT 2021 shift 1, SLAT 2021 shift 2 as well, SLAT 2020 shift 1 and 3 sectional tests that we have actually created by imitating some questions of CLAT. Okay, because SLAT also does exactly this. All right. Okay, so 3 sectional tests and 3 actual sections which had appeared on SLAT in the past. So a total of 6 tests. Please do them all. All right. It makes sense to do legal studies books published by the CBSE for classes 11, 12. In fact, we have put the links for the PDFs of these books in the description of this video. All right. So the ideal time to be given to 5 sections on SLAT: logical reasoning 15 or less, legal reasoning 15 or less, analytical reasoning 15 or less, reading comprehension 12 or less, general knowledge 2 to 3 minutes, not more than that. Ideally, someone like me would want to save some more time from legal reasoning. Rather than giving 15 minutes to legal reasoning, I would want to do it in 11 to 12 minutes. And that is possible because I will do all CLAT and ALET previous year legal reasoning questions. So the moment I see a situation, I would know what the answer is. Okay, so I will try to conclude legal reasoning in 10 minutes and will try to give 2 to 3 more minutes or maybe 4 more minutes to logical reasoning and analytical reasoning. Okay. All right. We strongly recommend you take the test on both the days, May 6 as well as 14. All right. Most of you should be able to improve when you take the test for the second time on May 14. Many of your competitors would do it. There is no normalization. All right. We do not want you to lose by doing the more difficult of these 2 tests. Okay. So in order to optimize your chances, please do take the test on both the days, May 6 as well as 14. And if anyway something goes wrong on May 6, you will have 7 more days to practice for May 14. Isn't that? Okay. And what do you lose by appearing for both the tests? Nothing but INR 1950. Alright, all sections are important. You cannot get a call for B.A.L.L.B of SLS Pune without doing well on each of the 5 sections. Please keep that in mind. So all sections are important, but first among the equals is general knowledge. Why? Because you can score at the fastest possible rate. You can attempt all questions in 2 to 3 minutes. Is that possible in any other section? Alright, please. And here, when it comes to SLSes, you have 2 rounds of admission. Okay. How can you do well on VAT or even in personal interaction if your level of general knowledge is not good? Can you? No, you cannot. Get into SLS Pune, please. Get nothing less than 50, and trust me, this is possible. Even if you're in class 12 and you have your boards in March, still it's very much possible. Believe you me. You need to work for each of the 5 sections to achieve this, of course. Vocab is again very important because you can do whatever number of questions they ask you on vocab, 4 to 8 questions in 30 to 60 seconds. Isn't that? Just like general knowledge, vocab questions can also be done at a very fast pace, actually even faster, because these questions are smaller in comparison with the GK questions. Vocab is needed for analogy questions as well. Like 2 years back on SLAT itself, in one of the analogy questions, you needed to know the meaning of velodrome. Alright, not many people knew it, which is why they were not able to do one question. Okay, reading comprehension should not be the last section to be done. Why? Quite possible that you read one passage and do all 4 questions. Then when you start reading the second passage, the time is over. So whatever time you invested in reading the passage of which you were not able to do a single question, that goes down the drain. Okay, so reading comprehension should definitely not be the last section to be done by you. Please keep that in mind. And yes, I've seen some sessions where people have asked you to do English grammar. I do not think English grammar would appear on SLAT 2023. Even the name of the section is reading comprehension. Okay, and I do not think they can ask you English grammar questions in legal reasoning or analytical reasoning, or for that matter general knowledge. Okay, so do not waste your time, please. Okay, you must know the order in which you are going to attempt these 5 sections, because there is absolutely no sectional time limits. So it's not that inside the examination hall you decide that I will start with general knowledge and then I will go to legal reasoning followed by analytical reasoning and logical reasoning, and like this. Okay, that is being not prepared. You must know well in advance. Of course, if there is a big surprise in the examination, which is unlikely, okay, you may have to change your strategy, but you need to have a strategy in the first place. Right? You need to have a strategy. Alright, so that you do not start wasting time there. The most ideal thing to do, as per my beliefs, to start with the section you are strongest at. Okay, and you must not end with the section that you are the weakest at. Alright, okay, measure the time that you take in doing all 12 questions of a particular section. Alright, that will give you a very good idea. Take 10 full-length tests for SLAT, good tests, relevant tests, which are difficult to get. Okay, and then measure your time and take the average of it. That will give you a very good idea of what your strategy should be. Okay, and do every question on SLAT in one go. Do not think that, okay, let's put it for review and I will come back to it. In most of the cases, you do not get that chance to come back. All right, and speak 3 times before the examination that there is no negative marking. All right, because you're not habituated of this. Okay, so even before you enter the examination center, say 3 times, there is no negative marking, there is no negative marking. All right, but do not mark any of the questions very randomly also. Try to eliminate if you do not know the answer. All right, try to eliminate an option or two in order to again maximize your chances. Isn't that? All right, and please do watch our video on all about SLAT 2023. It will give you many ideas about SLAT, procedural ideas, okay, the hostel fees, or if the hostels are available or not, or other things. All right, and if you like this session, please like it, share it with your friends, and subscribe to CLAT 100. Thank you.